Nobody tells you this. When you're 60, you don't wake up thinking about the things you did. You wake up thinking about the things you didn't. The conversations you walked away from. The mornings you wasted being angry at nothing. The people who needed you, and you were there, but you weren't there. I've been sitting with this a lot lately. 64 years old, cup of coffee, quiet house. And you start doing this thing where you go back. You replay moments, not the big ones, the small ones. The Tuesday afternoon you chose the garage over the backyard. The phone call you never made. The apology that came 5 years too late. I've got 7 of those. 7 things I'd change if I could. I can't. But maybe you still can. So stick with me. It was sometime in the late 90s. My kid was maybe 9 or 10. For weeks he kept asking me to come watch him play. Just a local game, nothing big. I had a transmission job that wasn't finished. Customer was calling every other day. I told him I'd make the next one. I didn't. Years later, he's an adult now, got his own life. He brought it up. Just once. Quietly. He wasn't angry about it. That was the part that got me. He just said, "You were always busy, Dad." Always busy. I've been a lot of things in my life. Soldier, mechanic, husband, father. But that sentence, always busy, that's not what I wanted on the wall. That was the first thing on my list of 7. And honestly, it might be the heaviest one. Here's the thing about regret. It doesn't hit you all at once. It's not loud. It doesn't come with a warning. It's more like a slow oil leak under an old truck. You don't notice it until the engine seizes. The second thing I regret, I spent too many years being right instead of being close. Every argument had to have a winner, and I made my point. Yeah, I was right, and completely alone. The third thing, I never said I love you enough. In my world growing up, you showed love by fixing things, by working, by not leaving. But people need the words too. I learned that about 20 years too late. The fourth thing, I never really dealt with what the Army did to me. I came back, I got to work. I told myself I was fine. I wasn't fine. I was just busy enough not to notice. That stuff follows you. Don't pretend it isn't there. The fifth thing, I didn't take care of my body until it started breaking down. Classic mechanic move, right? I could rebuild an engine from scratch. But eating right, sleeping enough, going to the doctor, that was for other people. Then my back went out at 52. Then the doctor starts using words you don't want to hear in a sentence about yourself. Your body is the only vehicle you can't trade in. The sixth thing, I held grudges way too long. There was a business partner early on. He burned me on a deal. I was angry at that man for 11 years. 11 years. He probably forgot about it in 11 weeks. I was carrying that weight alone. Letting go isn't for them, it's for you. And the seventh thing, I didn't ask for help enough. I thought needing help meant I was weak. It doesn't. It means you're human. Took me 60 years to figure that one out. I remember the exact night it changed for me. Not some big breakdown, nothing dramatic. I was driving home from the shop, late, dark outside, radio off. And somewhere on that highway I realized I had spent 30 years solving other people's problems. Engines, transmissions, other men's broken machines. But I had never once sat down and asked myself, what's broken in me? I pulled over, just sat there in the dark for maybe 10 minutes, cars going past. And for the first time in decades, I was completely honest with myself. I thought about my father. He died at 67. Never talked about anything real. Not once. I thought, is that where I'm headed? Same silence. Same distance. Same unfinished conversations. And I made a decision right there. Not a big speech, not a life plan, just one decision. I'm going to stop waiting for the right moment to be a real person. Because here's what I know now. The right moment was 10 years ago. The second best time is tonight. That drive home was the most important 10 miles I ever put on a truck. And here's what most men do with a list like this. They nod along. They think, yeah, that's my buddy. That's my father. That's the guy down the street. It's you, man. I'm not saying that to be hard on you. I'm saying it because it was me. We're wired to fix what's in front of us. The car in the driveway, the leaky faucet, the problem at work. But the stuff that actually matters, it sits in the corner and waits. And it's patient. So here's your one thing this week. Think of one person you've been meaning to call. Not text. Call. You make the first move. Just say, hey, I was thinking about you. That's the whole assignment. I'm not going to tell you it's easy. Make the call anyway. Regret is just love with nowhere left to go. Took me 60 years to really understand that. You don't have to wait that long. Use the time you've got. If this helped, stick around. I'll be here.